Hey guys, my name's Carl and welcome to the All We Do Is Drive YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be kicking off a new series where we go over a top 5 list of cars. Most of these will be based on our personal opinion, but we will also do buyer's guides. For example, we have one in the works, best Japanese imports under 10k. It's just an example, but you'll probably see it in the future. But for this top 5 electric cars, it's purely going to be my opinion based. The one rule I have set for this top 5 is that all of these cars have to be production cars. They have to be sold at some point, and well, that's all really. Yeah, and they obviously have to be all electric. So yeah, I think that's all for the intro. Let's get on with the number 5 of this video. So at number 5 we have the Jaguar I-Pace. The Jaguar I-Pace was first unveiled at the 2016 Los Angeles Motor Show as a concept car, and it officially entered production on the 1st of March in 2018 in Graz, Austria. The I-Pace is a 5-seater SUV, and it's the first of its kind to be produced by a premium European automaker. The I-Pace features 2 electric engines that make a combined 400 horsepower, and with its 90 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery, it can reach a range of 467 kilometers or 290 miles. Now, it is a very heavy car. It weighs in at 2,150 kilograms or 4,700 pounds, but because it has electric engines, its acceleration is still really good. Besides that, the top speed of the I-Pace is 200 kilometers an hour or 124 miles per hour, so you'll be able to reach some nice speeds in the German highways. Number 4 on this list is the Tesla Model 3. Now, the Tesla Model 3 was originally unveiled in 2016, and within the first week of unveiling it, Tesla had already taken 325,000 reservations for this car. Limited production of the Model 3 began in mid-2017, with the first production vehicle rolling off the assembly line on July 7, 2017. The original launch of the car and its first delivery of the first 30 cars was on July 28th. The Tesla Model 3 is a compact executive luxury all-electric 4-door sedan. It features, well, the Model 3, it's a bit of a weird one in this case because it has 3 main designs. It has the rear-wheel drive version, which just has one motor. It has 283 horsepower, a top speed of 225 kilometers an hour or 140 miles an hour. It has a range of 538 kilometers or 334 miles, and it weighs 1,715 kilograms or 3,800 pounds. Now, this particular variation of the car is not available for purchase anywhere in Europe. The only versions that are available in Europe are the long-range dual-motor all-wheel drive and the dual-motor all-wheel drive performance packages. Now, the dual-motor all-wheel drive, the long-range one as they call it, it has 2 motors producing 346 horsepower combined. It has a range of 496 kilometers or 308 miles, and its top speed will be 245 kilometers an hour or 133 miles. It weighs a little bit more, about 100 kilos more than the just rear-wheel drive version of the car, coming in at 1,850 kilograms or 4,100 pounds. Now, the dual-motor all-wheel drive performance is actually very similar, except its top speed is a little bit higher. It has the same range. It has 2 engines making 450 horsepower combined instead of 346, and it weighs basically the same. The top speed of the car is 250 kilometers an hour or 155 miles an hour. So yeah, I don't think there's much more to say except why I put this on the list as number 4 and not something like the Tesla Model S or the Tesla Model X is because this is the cheapest Tesla they've made so far. It's more accessible to the public. In the Model 3, if you buy it in Europe, it starts at, well, the prices differ, but in the Netherlands it starts at 58,000 euros, whereas the Model X starts at 99,000 euros and the Model S starts at 91,000 euros. So it's by far the cheapest car that Tesla has made up until now, and that's why it gets number 4 on this list. At number 3 of the list, this might be a surprise to some of you, but we have the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG electric drive. Now, the car was originally unveiled in 2012 Paris Motor Show, officially releasing in the June of 2013. Pricing in Germany began at 416,000 euros, or $550,000 US. Fewer than 100 units were sold, and that's mainly because it only had a range of 250 kilometers, which is 160 miles. That doesn't mean the rest of the car isn't impressive. It has 4 synchronous motors producing 740 horsepower combined. It weighs 2,100 kilograms, which is 50 less than their Jaguar, and it's 4,600 pounds. Sorry, guys. Its top speed is 250 kilometers an hour, which is 155 miles an hour. So, I mean, the stats of the car, especially the horsepower, isn't that bad. It's just really heavy, and its range is too short. In comparison to the Tesla and the Jaguar, it is less than half of the Tesla, and a little bit over half for the Jaguar. So it really wasn't a practical daily use car. Now, this car, as the name suggests, is based off the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Now, for fun's sake, I just want to compare those two cars. The Mercedes-Benz electric drive has more horsepower, 740, against the petrol car's 571. The petrol car has a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 under the hood. The AMG SLS, the normal version, does weigh a lot less, 500 kilograms to be exact. It weighs 1,600 kilograms, or 3,600 pounds. It does have a really nice top speed of 315 kilometers per hour, or 196 miles an hour, in comparison to the electric drive's 250 kilometers per hour, or 160 miles per hour. Now, I couldn't actually find the range of the SLS AMG, just the petrol version, because people don't really look at that. But the range of the petrol version, its 85 liter fuel tank will carry it 650 kilometers, or 400 miles. Now, I think I put this on the list because who doesn't love an SLS AMG? I especially do. I think it's a really neat car. It looks nice. The gull wing doors, I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about them, but they look really neat. Besides that, I mean, it's a really nice car. And I don't know what else to say about it. Let's get on to number 2. At number 2 on the list, we have the Rhine Mack Concept 1. Now, the Rhine Mack Concept 1 was originally unveiled in 2011 on the Frankfurt Motor Show. Production began in January of 2013, and that was also when the first customer received the car. Now, the car, its stats are absolutely stunning. I mean, it has here we go. It has 1,288 horsepower. That's absolutely insane. And a range of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. That is on Tesla levels. It's above Tesla levels. It still weighs 1,850 kilograms, which is the same as the Tesla Model 3, but it has a top speed of 355 kilometers an hour, or 221 miles per hour. This is considered to be the world's first all-electric supercar. Now, I love this car, but it looks absolutely stunning. It goes fast. It has the horsepower. However, the reason it grabbed my attention, I think all you guys know, is because Richard Hammond drove it off the side of a mountain one day. And that's when I first read up on the vehicle, and I was really stunned by what it could do and how the company has evolved since the crash happened, really. And that's also the reason why it's on number 2. So yeah, let's move on to number 1. Now, on number 1 on this list, we have the Tesla Roadster from 2008. Now, why is that, you might ask? We'll get into that in a little bit. Let's just first do some statistics on this one. The car was first officially revealed to the public on July 19, 2006, at a 350-person invitation-only event. Now, the car was produced after that from 2008 to 2012, where Tesla produced right around 2,400 Roadsters, and they sold them in over 30 countries. Now, the Roadster, in comparison to the other cars on this list, it doesn't have the most impressive specs. It has the second lowest top speed, it has the second lowest range, it has the lowest horsepower of any car on the list, but it is the lightest car by 550 kilograms. So the car weighs 1,300 kilograms or 2,900 pounds, which is, again, by far the lightest. Its range is 390 kilometers or 200 miles, and its horsepower, well, it's kind of interesting. Tesla made 3 major models that had differences. The Model 1.5 has 248 horsepower, and the Models 2.0 and the 2.5 had 288 horsepower. The top speed of the cars were all the same, clocking in at 201 kilometers per hour or 125 miles per hour. Now, this is the very first lithium-ion battery-powered serial production car to be able to drive on a highway. Hence, this is one of the reasons why it's a number 1. But the second reason is because it's the first car to be launched into outer space. And, well, I mean, the topic of astrology kind of interests me, so I guess that's why it's on number 1. It's also a really nice looking car. It's a cabriolet, so you can drive it in the summer, top down. It's really nice. There weren't really any major technical problems with the car, so that's another plus, and that's why it's on number 1 on this list. It isn't particularly bad, but it isn't particularly great either, but for the time when it was first released, it did cover some major milestones. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video if you made it this far. My next video will be Monday. It'll be the top 5 tuner cars, so be sure to hit the subscribe button for that. Hit the bell button so you stay updated on our YouTube channel and everything we do here. Don't forget to leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. Leave a comment down below if you liked or disliked. What did we do good? What could we have done better? Our social medias are also linked down below. We post there daily, car spots, car shows, everything. Just go take a look at that. Also, the music that I use in this video is linked down below. I think that's all I have for now. So don't forget, guys, stay cool and keep the drive on.